about a company called Farmers. They're actually an insurance group, and they own several different insurance companies. You probably have heard about them. You probably recognize the commercials that usually have a guy that's on it that looks kind of like an ex-military drill sergeant, and he usually has their theme song or something like bum ba dum bum 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 bum.
We are farmers, bum 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 bum.
We are farmers. And you've probably seen that, and they had these different claim scenario commercials that will talk about some ridiculous claim situation that's happened, and he says, hey, we know that we've seen it because we have covered it. Well, that's the Farmers Group, but they own several different insurance companies, and I'm going to tell you all about them. Now, I'm not going to focus on pricing. Pricing's important, but that's not nearly as important as the service that they offer, and just frankly, if it's covered or not, right? That's the thing that's really important. So I'm going to dive in to talk about them and talk about their history, and also the other companies that you may not be aware that they actually own. So let's start talking about that. So Farmers, they're an insurance company that's been around. The group has been around for a long time. A lot of people have heard of them, and they are one of the companies that have been around for a really long time, and have a history of longevity. But with some of their other companies under them, it's a little bit of a mixed bag on service and reliability thereafter. So let's talk about the different companies that they own. One of the companies that they own is Foremost. They actually purchased Foremost in the year 2000. Foremost focuses on things like mobile homes, rental property, and things that we usually refer to as toys in the insurance industry. Toys are things like motorhomes, RVs, ATVs, jet skis, boats, all those different things like that. That's also things that Foremost specializes in. The next company is Bristol West. They purchased them in 2004. Bristol West focuses on auto insurance for personal auto, light pickup trucks. They really focus on people who maybe don't have the best driving record. Maybe they have claims history or violation history, or also they have maybe not the best credit. The next company is going to be 21st Century. They purchased them in 2009. They also focus on the same sort of clientele as that we refer to as non-standard auto, like Bristol West, but more in a direct channel, usually with internet marketing and buying directly from them through that channel. The last is going to be MetLife. They actually purchased MetLife last year. MetLife has been in the industry for a lot of years. They used to have their mascot used to be Snoopy, and you see them at sporting events, other things like that, where they had the MetLife blimp, and it had Snoopy on there. Where they don't have that as their character anymore. That changed a few years ago. But MetLife focuses on what we refer to as preferred home and auto. They do umbrellas, but they do also RVs, ATVs, other stuff like that. But it's in connection with the home and the auto. So let's talk a little bit about each one of those companies, and then kind of what their history has been with Farmers being their owner. So Farmers, first off, Farmers is a insurance company that focuses on home, auto, and other lines like that for people. They usually work through what we refer to as the captive channel or the exclusive channel. That's where they will work with just one agent. They're the only carrier that they represent, and they will work with you through an insurance agent. But it's not in the choice arena, which is what an independent insurance agent is. The independent insurance agents represent a lot of companies. The captives represent just one insurance company. So if you have a Farmers policy, you're going to have an agent that probably only has Farmers as their only carrier. The next one is Bristol. Let's talk about Foremost. Now, Foremost, they do mobile homes and things like that. They do mobile homes, RVs, rental property, if you own rental property, and different things like that. They have really been around in the industry and specialized in that for a lot of years. They are known for their really good claim service and just quick response on claim service. Many times they can pay a claim within minutes, actually on a phone call sometimes, and which is pretty fantastic. They're really good at having tailored policies for mobile homes, as well as also ATVs, motorcycles, all those different sorts of things. They do a really good job on those things. The next one is Bristol West. Bristol West is they're the typical non-standard auto carrier in my opinion. They're okay. If you're used to dealing with a carrier such as Safeco, State Farm, Progressive on your auto claims, where the claims are really quick to be resolved, you may be a little bit disappointed. But those claims do usually take a little bit longer in that sort of arena. Also, they do have some odd exclusions, like if you have people that live in your household that aren't listed, they are automatically excluded. So that's something to watch out for. Another company is the 21st Century. 21st Century, once upon a time, was a really, I would say, probably one of the best non-standard auto markets. They actually kind of, in my opinion, have declined in their service and reliability since Farmers has bought them. Also, really, in my opinion, with Bristol West, their service really has just kind of plateaued and just really hasn't done very well also since Farmers has bought them. Foremost really has been unchanged. They really have just seemed to, maybe Farmers has just kind of left their hands off or just knew what to do with them and had done a good job with them, but their service never changed between when they didn't own them and now when they do own them. The last company is MetLife. Now, MetLife has been known for a lot of years for writing preferred home auto, umbrella, different things like that. Has been really known for, being a steady company when it comes to service, claims, and then also, their just reliability with just the coverages that they offer. Unfortunately, that's kind of taken a turn, south, I guess you could say, since they bought them. They bought them last year, and since then, we used to call them, get somebody on the phone if we needed customer service or claim service. Within a few minutes you'd get them on the phone. But now those wait times have turned into an hour or 2 hours, and which is really just unfortunate because they were always such a good, solid company for so many years, and Farmers has really struggled to keep that momentum since they've acquired them. We've heard different things that they have said, like they lost a lot of staff, didn't realize they were losing staff, other things like that they hired a bunch of staff, but still, we're almost a year later and still the service has remained really, quite frankly, almost dismal in my opinion. Just, you can't expect clients or agents to wait on the phone for an hour, much less 2 hours for service. That's unacceptable. A couple other things with them is that they have actually recently decided to pull out of a couple of states. California and the state of Louisiana, they've decided to pull out of both of those states. They have cited problems with the state working with the commissioner's office. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I do know a few different things. Some of the facts are, they state that. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that our state of Louisiana really needs different markets and would like to work with MetLife. I do know as a fact that since Farmers has acquired them, that claim service and just general customer service has gotten pretty bad. As I mentioned, really long wait times now. And just those different things. So I don't know. You draw the conclusion that you want to. They write in I think almost 50 states. They write in the states that we represent: Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. But they are leaving Louisiana, and so I don't know. I am concerned about their service moving forward. The other company that they, there's been other companies that bought. Zurich was one of the ones, but they bought them, then sold them, and then, but the Farmers brand, I think that they're still, a strong, reliable brand. Our personal experience, Foremost has been fantastic. Service is fantastic. They're very quick to respond. I mentioned about the claim service. They are one of the fastest claim services out there that I am aware of. Depending on the type of claim that it is, they will literally talk to you on the phone, discuss the claim, and direct deposit a check into your bank account, depending on what they determine. Then if you find that it's going to cost more, you get back with the adjuster and they revise the claim. I don't know anybody that does that anymore. So it's just fantastic. Their policy on mobile home policies is very broad. The same thing with their ATVs, motorcycle, all those different policies they write. They're very broad in coverage. If we place a policy with them that fits into their niche, we just know that it's going to be done right. So we don't have to worry as an agent. And that makes us feel good because we're always looking out for our client, right? The Bristol West brand, it's just kind of there. It's something that we have through them, but we don't really use it. Their premiums aren't that competitive for the most part. They do write a few, and they are competitive in a few little, areas, but just, the fact that they have these odd exclusions makes us kind of nervous. Like the one I said, if you live in the house and you're not named on the policy, you're excluded. That could be problematic. Sometimes people do just forget things. They forget to say, hey, my brother-in-law's living with me now, and his wife, they're living with me now. Well, they drive your car, they're excluded. You got no coverage. That could be bad. I mean, that stuff happens, right? Well, for us, farmers acquiring different companies has been a mixed bag. Foremost, it's been great. Really, they didn't really change anything. To other carriers, it's been either just mediocre to kind of a bad experience for us. But anyway, that's my take on farmers. Like I said, I didn't talk about rate at all. Well, I guess I did a little bit, but that was not the intent. But anyway, that's my take on farmers. They are, they may be a good experience for you or maybe not, but depending on the different brand, those are different things that you could potentially expect from them. So anyway, this is Beaux Pilgrim with Beaux Insurance and Reed Insurance. I hope this video helps you to get a good, honest opinion of farmers and the brands that they own, and then helps you to understand and maybe make a good decision about the insurance that you buy. If you like this video, if it helps you out, hey, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you like the video, make sure that you hit the subscribe so that you can get notifications about all the different things. So I know you're hearing all that noise, so I'm just going to turn the camera around and just interrupt myself for a second. So I'm at the Moody Gardens, and you see there's this fake dinosaur display over here where they just turned it on, so all of them are making their noise and stuff like that. So it's a little bit funny, right? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, hit the thumbs up if you like it. If it helps you out, make sure you hit subscribe, and you can catch other videos that we do as well. We'll post a new one every Thursday, and we do some shorts as well. We also have a blog post on our website. So hey, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.